Hi, we are doing a USB power socket in the car. I'm going to remove this and put in a USB socket, just like this. So first is to remove the tray, the console. There's two screws, one there, and then there's one just underneath here. When you take this out, there is some metal clips that you need to push back on before you push it back in. So let's go ahead, take this off. It's just kind of pries up. It's not very hard. You just give it a bit of a pull in the right place and it pops up, not a problem. Okay, let's get these off. I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, now we have it up. There is a bolt, a screw just down there. It's a T15, and then eventually you can get to lift it up and it will come up just like that. It doesn't come up much further, but you can get your hand in to go underneath and pull the wires off. There's a small bulb, and then there's a little block connector just like that. And then it still doesn't come out because of the holder for the bulb. So I'm going to have a little play around with that, find out how I can get that off. And once I've figured it out, I'll come back to you. Okay, I figured it out. What you need to do is put a little screwdriver or a little pry tool in between there. And if you lift the chrome piece up, it will allow you to then just pull the rest of it out. And out it comes. And that's it. It's out. Fantastic. Okay. The new one, I'm pretty sure, will just... It doesn't. Okay. We've got to figure out how to get that in there. When I've figured it out, I'll be right back. Okay, what I've now decided to do is take the whole thing out. So, two screws, there and there, there and there. You can release these. Once you release them, the whole thing pops up. The gear knob, what you have to do is just get a grip and pull it like crazy, and it just pops off. It's not a problem, it's not too hard, but it is there quite firmly, but a good pulling will come off. The gear gaiter, it's over the top of there. You will find a little tie wrap just around here, and it's around this piece here, so you need to just break the tie wrap off and then it'll just pull off. Once you've got it off, you can remove this. What I'll do now is I will go and see if I can bore this out. I'll probably use a jigsaw, but let's go see what we can do. Okay, so what I have done is I have cut it out. It's not the prettiest, but it does slide inside. It does slide in nicely and it does clip down. It fits really snug. There's absolutely no need to have the screw on the back, the bolt on the back, the plastic nut, wherever it is. Let's have a look. It's here. Absolutely no need. I've made it snug enough for it to push down and it won't pull out. The USB plugs don't push in there and they don't take any pulling out. So I have no fear of it pulling up when I pull a lead out. What I'm sure you can notice is I've run some little wires off and I've put a further 5 amp fuse in. Just no idea why. I'm just a little bit anal like that, so I've just put it in for a little bit of extra safety. The other bit is there's a little bulb and a wire for the light on the cigarette lighter. It's not needed. I've taped it up. I haven't cut it off. The plug's still there. so it can be put back to standard if necessary. I've just taped it up and I've just bobbed it back in there. It'll just sit inside there, it'll be fine. Again, what I have done is I've just checked the wires, and the wire with the yellow and red is the positive, the brown is the negative. Crazy wiring, I know, because normally brown is live, but anywho, that's your positive and that's your negative. Obviously, because the USB, it does need to be correct, so I'll push them in there, push them down. It may be a little bit long, but I'll push them down, push that in there, and I will probably put a little bit of tape around just for added protection, bit of thermal protection, and that's it, job done. I will start putting this back together. I'll catch up with you once I'm a little bit further down the line. Okay, I have put the nut on. It does screw down, it's nice and tight. So underneath you can see that fits really well. Okay, so we are nearly there now. As you can see, it lights up blue anyway, so you don't need that bulb. I don't know if you can see that. You can see it reflecting onto my hand. Nice little plug, covers it up. You turn the key off. It kills the power. Let me see if I can do that.